right, it is 2:45 Finnish time, and it is time for our next employer presentation. I see that the number of people joining the session is still growing, so let's take one more minute before we start and give the floor to Markus then. So let's wait just 1 minute and then we will begin.
Perfect.
Okay, let's get officially started, and I wish you warmly welcome to the employer presentation of Nuvoo, and wish you all a very nice afternoon or evening if you are located east from Finland, so you are already having your evening activities there, and we are very happy if you have joined us here today. My name is Melissa Arniharden, and I work for the city of Espoo, and am one of the organizers of this Finland TalentMatch event. Our next speaker is Markus Alanko, the Chief People Officer at Nuvoo, where his role is to lead and develop and take care of the people at Nuvoo. We will have, as in the previous sessions as well, we will have around 20 minutes for Markus' presentation, and then we will also have around 10 minutes for the Q&A. And please do use the Q&A function. You can find the Q&A function at the top bar of the screen. Use that to present your questions to Markus, and also when you see someone has posted a question that you also find interesting, please upvote that. So by upvoting, we are able to also distinguish which questions are of most interest to the audience. So use the Q&A and upvote interesting questions on the Q&A session function. But without further ado, Markus, I give the screen to you, and please, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Melissa, and I appreciate this opportunity to tell you a bit more about our business and what we're doing here in Finland. And I suppose I'll start with our story. Like 20 years ago, we had this a few friends. Like we were these nerdy guys who were just graduating from school, and we wanted to like start some kind of a business. And we based our business here in Oulu in these really small premises, and we had like an internet cafe back then, and we tried different stuff, and we also repaired computers for customers. And slowly we kind of noticed that when we started repairing the computers, that there is a small market of that you can sell the secondhand computers that we've repaired to the customers back to them. So customers were buying new computers, and we were repairing the old ones, and we kind of saw that, okay, yeah, there might be something in this. So at first, what we started doing is we started buying these Lenovo's and HP like ThinkPads and sturdy computers, and started focusing on engineers, maybe like these 40, 50-year-old men who have been using them in workplaces. Their customer segment was really thin. And we started really small. I think we did like maybe 5-6 years, 6 years with less than 5 people. And then we we just had an idea that we wanted to open an e-com shop as well. And that was just like one of our crazy ideas that maybe somebody will buy them and just open it up. We didn't understand anything about web shops and just thought that we will learn as we go. And yeah, it started a bit like growing, and rapidly we noticed that actually we're doing more sales from the web shop than what we're doing from the actual physical store. And then we opened the shop in Sweden as well. That was around 10 years ago. And then we had this recruitment. We tried to recruit, I think it was like a shop position, and we ended up recruiting a back-end programmer and a marketing manager from that recruitment. And the marketing manager immediately said that, okay, you're selling these computers to these engineers. Okay, they know the product, they know how to use it, but why are you selling only to them? Why are you focusing on that narrow segment of people? And she said that our segment should be everybody who needs a computer. Since the product is really great, we can sell it to everybody. So that I think that was one of the key turning points in our business. It kind of shifted us around so that we understood that, okay, yeah, we've been actually doing this kind of wrong. Now we started to focus the sales on everybody, everybody who needs a computer. So yeah, that's I think that's like a starting point of our current business that we have in here. So if we jump forward 10 years, we've now moved 4 times on that time, and actually last month we opened new premises right next to the current one that we have, that there's what the picture is. And we have 1,100 square meters approximately at these current premises, and the new ones that we opened just last month, it has 550 square meters of production facilities. We have 56 employees right now. Almost all of us are based here in Oulu, Finland, but we also have physical employees in Sweden as well. And yeah, we're quite diversified. Like we already have 8 different nationalities. We have people from like all the Nordic countries, Finland, Sweden, Norway, but besides that, also from Germany, New Zealand, Kenya, Eritrea, China. So we have like I said, we have a diversity, nice diversity in here. And we did around 10 million of turnover last year, and we were aiming to do, our budget was 12.5 for this year. It was ambitious goal to grow 25%, but it, like, we don't know yet since the year is not over, but looks like we're going to exceed that. So everything looks really good. I think I've taken in 8 employees this year, and I'm just making the personal budget for next year, and we're aiming to grow even more. And yeah, we have a strong educational background. Approximately 20 employees I've recruited to different type of internships. The culture in the company is really open towards different internships. So whenever we have a lot of interns, and we like working in that way, since it allows the people who come here to see how we operate, how we work. It helps them to finish their studies, but it also is a platform for them to show their know-how to us, and so we can see during the internship phase whether we're the right match for them. But yeah, what we do now, like we have a store here in Oulu, and it's actually quite big, even though the physical store and like we have these big chains also here in Oulu, but we sell the most computers in Oulu in physical stores. And it's a 7-figure turnover in the physical shop as well. So we have around, I think, 6 or 7 people working right now at the retail team. And we refurbish around 50,000 computers per year. And I want to emphasize that when a company sells new computers, they take it in, they beep it in and beep it out on the other end of the house. That sounds really amazing to me, since what we do is that we sell 50,000 different computers. Because this one has a scratch on this corner, and this one has a scratch on that corner, and this one has a broken USB port, and this one is this, and this one is that. They're all individual computers. So that means that the process that when it goes through the house is really like the key to the success for this whole business. We've been developing that process during the last 20 years, and all of our competitors are doing the process a little bit differently from each other as well. And that process is the thing also that is really hard to replicate. That's why these big companies are not selling refurbished computers, even though there's a big market for it, because it's really, really, really hard. It's not easy to install the computers and just install it and sell them. It doesn't work like that. So the installation process when the computer comes in, when we start cleaning it and making sure that it's ready for installation. We've made the whole system. It's a Linux-based system where we install the images to the computers, make sure that we press every button, we test every port, we clean it, we check the scratches, turn it around, make sure even that the BIOS battery has enough voltage so that we can sell them like we're really, really high on the quality of the product that we sell. And afterwards, when it's been installed, I think there's like 29 different steps and programs that we use to check that everything is in order for the computer to be sold. Then when it comes to the production side, from the production, it goes to the product team, and they will decide and grade it and decide that what the actual final product will be. So only at that point we can say that we're at the same phase where when the new computer salesman just beeps it in, when we have a final barcode on the product that it is this what we say that it is, and it's ready to be put in the shelf and sell the customer. And yeah, the product team makes the product that is visible on our website. It's a really key role for us, and we sell it and package it, sell it forward, and that's what we do around 50,000 times this year. Hopefully next year even more. And also the way that we are a bit different than the other competitors, most of the businesses that sell refurbished computers are selling B2B market because it's easy. You can like wholesale a lot, like large quantities, but we're doing like B2C more. I think 70% of our customers are B2C and 30% is B2B. Even though the B2B segment is growing, we're still like experts on the B2C side. And because we've been on that segment from the beginning, the quality of our product is like we're definitely, I'm proud to say we're the best, but like we're doing everything as good as we can do. And the other businesses maybe who have done more B2B, they're struggling. They always ask us that, why are you selling to customers? They're so demanding. It's so hard to sell them anything. They're never satisfied. Well, we have over 10,000 Trustpilot reviews, and the result is 4.7 out of 5 at the moment. And that's something we're aiming to go for 4.8, which we've been at it. We're like really close at the moment. And but yeah, basically we're selling the computers to everybody who needs a computer. And we also have like a gaming brand, which is called Greenix. And that story have had some hurdles. Like we made the first refurbished gaming brand in the world before COVID hit, and we had like huge boom under it. But when the price of graphics card boomed up, like that pretty much killed our business on the Greenix side. But it's been slowly building up again now that the prices have gone down, and it's also a considerable amount of our sales at the moment. And how we operate with that is that we have the normal desktop production, but we install new gaming graphics card inside the desktops, and maybe increase the memory and sell them to customers as well. So maybe with that segment, it's more a bit more about saving money than what it is compared to the laptop side. And so the teams that we have, there I already talked about the retail team that runs the shop, and they sell the computers and still do the service for people who need some service for whatever computer. It doesn't have to be bought from us. It's more of a service for us as well. Like we don't see it as an income. It's more of a service. We want to serve the customer as good as possible. Our customer care team takes care of our online customers with chat, with email, and on phone with Finnish, Swedish, English, and in German. So we have a skillful team in there, especially when they're also handling our RMAs. So if there are any problems or returns from the customers, they deal with them as well. So they are really high on technical skill as well. So if the customer has any questions regarding the computer or technical issues, that the customer care team is really skillful to help them. And the marketing team is something I'm really proud of. It's our biggest team, and our house way has always been that we do all the things ourselves. So we haven't really bought anything from outside the company. We've always done everything ourselves. So if we need this skill or that skill, we've done it through recruiting. So we do everything in our marketing. So we've just like a couple of weeks ago, we changed our e-com platform. It's now on Shopify. So we do our front and back end programming. We do all of our video, all pictures, like text, pretty much everything. And we do Google Analytics. We analyze the data, switch everything accordingly. And like I always say that it's like a world-class marketing team that we have in here. The skill is amazing that they have. And to succeed in e-com shops, you have to have that. But most of the shops still buy that skill from outside the company, which is understandable. But like, it's just our culture has always been that we do everything ourselves. Not everything. We also use some agencies, but still, as we use them to learn from them, so we can do it ourselves later on. The production team does the installations for the laptops and the desktops. You can see later on picture of that as well. Product team makes the product to the website, texts, images, sets up everything. That's a key part of the business. If the product page is well done, it will sell. If it's poorly done, no one will buy it, even though how good the product is. Many companies stumble on that. They do a great product, but they don't know how to sell it. They don't know how to make the product page. Logistics They handle shipping, cleaning the computers. It's a lot of cleaning. If you clean 50,000 computers per year, everything needs to be spotless when we send it to the customers. And then we have a sales team that do the B2B sales for companies and also to cities, towns, and vendors. We have huge vendors who sell our computers forward. We do a lot of stuff in our marketing team. Also do this kind of stuff. Now that we redid the website, we needed some moving images as well. So like we have a lot of skill and know how to do these types of things as well. And so the reason why I'm here, why I'm interested in you guys, like we're expanding all the time. We're heading out to conquer to Europe first, and the way I'm in a really privileged position where I can mold the job descriptions around the people that I recruit, meaning that I hardly ever have like this narrow position where I have to recruit a person. I'm trying to look for people who have a passion for a skill that we need. And if I find that person and I can mold the position over their passion, nothing but good can come out of that. So that's the way I've been doing the recruitment always. Like I don't like to put out these job ads. I like to talk to people, see different people, and it might take 6 months, might take 12 months. But I remember all the people that I talked to. I remember the skills, and I can kind of grasp onto those and think that, oh yeah, this person knew this skill and this person knew this skill. Maybe this person can help us with this problem. So that has created a culture where like people haven't really changed from us. So we've been just growing with the people that we have. But yeah, I'm really glad that I got this opportunity. I suppose we're out of time, Melissa.
Yes, you got the cue right.
Yeah.
We still have about 7 minutes for
Mhm.
Q&A. So
Yeah.
so wanted to jump in because I'm quite sure you are also interested in what we have, what kinds of questions have come up in the Q&A section. And thank you so much for your warm presentation, and it sounds very interesting. And I think one of them, there's two questions.
Mhm.
Do you recruit? Two questions that have come several times. Do you
Mhm.
recruit from outside of Finland? And then the second question regarding language, that is it possible to work with you if you only speak English, or what is the situation?
Okay, so let's start with the language. Not all of our current people know how to speak Finnish, so that's not an issue. And so that's an easy one. The second one was that, do we recruit outside from Finland? I don't really, how should I say? I don't really care where I'm recruiting from. I care where I'm recruiting to. So if I'm looking a person to Germany, I don't really care whether they come from India or from China or Finland or Sweden or Norway or wherever. I'm just looking for a person who is willing to move to Germany and be our let's say head of new department in Germany. So yeah, definitely I've recruited people to Oulu from outside of Finland before. So yeah, why not?
Yes, and I think there are a couple of people asking whether you would do also full-time internships for 4 to 8 week unpaid internships. I'm assuming that this has to do with learning Finnish language on the job. Are you open to these kinds of sort of situations as well?
Yeah, I've done so many different types of internship programs that we're really familiar with it. And I like to structure the internships in that way so that I'm 100% sure that we can all benefit from it. So we do it I think really well. I'm really proud of the way that we do it, and I always want to make sure that we're the right place for the person who applies for the internship, so that I can make sure that we can offer them the right tools for them to develop themselves. And also, I don't ever take internships if I don't if the person wants to have a job from us. So if I cannot provide that, if I'm sure that okay, within when your internship is ending, there's no possibility for you to become our employee, I just won't even take them here. I can, so that they can get the opportunity from somewhere else.
Okay. Good, thanks. And then there was a question, I'm not sure if it was mentioned in your presentation, that within Finland, are you only operating in the Oulu region, or do you have a presence
No,
elsewhere?
we're currently based here in Oulu. All of our people are here in Oulu at the moment. Like I've recruited actually multiple times. I've tried to look for people all over Finland, but it just by sheer luck, everybody have just been here in Oulu. So,
Okay.
but it's obviously nice when you can see people every now and then, so that even though they mainly work remotely, you can come to the office every now and then. But
Yeah.
there are positions where you could work in Stockholm or wherever, Helsinki.
Yeah. Then there is a question that has been upvoted quite a bit. What kind of do you have internship entry-level opportunities for software developers, and what kinds of academic qualifications are preferred? That do you require bachelor's or master's degree?
Yeah, the academic requirements. It depends obviously on the position, but I'm not that interested in that. Maybe I'm more interested about what you know and what you want to know in the future, like what you're interested in. So it's not that we have these hard requirements on any job, I would say. And the other question was before
Do you
that.
have internship entry-level opportunities for software developers?
Yeah, but only a few, not that often. But we've had them, and actually, I have one people working in here that came here through that kind of a program as well. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I think I have pretty much covered those questions that have gotten most attention.
But can I say how to contact me, maybe?
I was just about to say that
Yeah.
the most important thing for last,
Yeah.
that how do you wish that people connect with you after this event?
Yeah, like I said, I'm interested in what you know, so don't try to make me an application that you think that I want. Make an application which looks like you, and emphasize the strengths that you have. That is something I appreciate. Just send me your CV, cover letter to my email. I get a lot of emails, but like I said, in 6 months, 12 months, it might be something that I remember, okay, this is the person that sent me this, and they know this and this, and then I will contact you. So by email, and I always hope that put a picture in there, not that I can see your face, but because I remember people's faces, so I can connect that to the skills that you put there. That's how I connect it myself.
That's a good tip. Yeah, and I put the slide back here with Markus' email address. So that is the place to connect with Markus. Thank you so much for your presentation, Markus. This was the last session, the cherry on top of our job fair track today. So we saved the best for last, and we are very happy. We have had again around 150 viewers of this session, so it's a nice turn up. And I remind the audience that we still have a program filled, or a day filled with program tomorrow. So please do come back on the Tavata platform. They have increased the capacity on the platform, so it's working more quicker than it was in the morning. Thank you again for your patience in this matter. And so looking forward to having you join our sessions on Tavata again tomorrow. And thank you for your active participation in today's sessions. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.